Hey everyone, welcome again to Craps TX. I've got another strategy for you here today. This was put together, or I've seen this. The gentleman actually appeared on Jeremy's channel on Color Up. I'm not sure how long ago it was. I think it was like a couple years ago. I think his name is John. He has his own channel, but he hasn't done anything in quite a while, so I'm not sure if he's still putting out content or what. But his channel was, and I'll link it down below, it's Learn to Play Craps, and it's all, no spaces, nothing like that. Learn to Play Craps. I don't know why I'm doing that because it's not written on here, but I guess I could type it on here and you'll see it. Look, Learn to Play Craps. All right, so what we're gonna do, it's a pretty easy strategy for a beginner. I'm gonna start out with $100. I've got 4 shooters set up here at $22 each, and I got an additional $12 down there on the end just in case we need it for anything. But we'll go through these 4 shooters and see how we do. Let me get an empty rack set up. We'll keep our winnings separate. I've had my chips set in there from another video that we'll see later on. So yeah, let's give this a whirl. Again, my name's Keith with Craps TX. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever we put out another video. And thank you so much for all you additional subscribers. We're really kind of surprised and excited at the same time. We're slowly building our subscriber count, and it's really kind of neat. We ourselves are subscribed to many channels, and we appreciate what they do, and hopefully you guys appreciate what we're doing. We're newbies trying to learn the game and trying to take you guys along just to show you that it really is not as intimidating as it may seem. It was intimidating to us, still kind of is when you're standing at a live table, but once we become more comfortable with it, then yeah, we feel more comfortable when we're standing at the table. So we're going to get our 2 dice. We'll be the shooter in these instances, so we're going to play the pass line. So we're going to take our first $22 and we'll take a nickel off of that and drop it on the pass line. And then we'll come out and set a point. All right, so we're coming out. 9. Center field 9 is going to be our point. We're now going to drop $6. This is a $5 table, by the way, so we're going to drop $12. We're going to cover the 6 and 8. Ask the dealer to cover the 6 and 8. Drop those there in the come. He'll set you up. We're going to take that last nickel and put it in the field. Now, we're not trying to really make money here on the field. What we're trying to do is, well, yeah, we are in a way, but we're trying to get a little house money to place some of these other numbers up here. All right, let me get those extra dice out of the way for now. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if that'll work out for us. Our point is 9. We can use a 9. Come on, shooter, let's get a 9. 4. We got the 1, 3, 4. That's a field number. That's going to set us up out here, covering a couple other numbers. So dealer, please, let's go with the next probable number, which would be a 5. Place my 5, and let's go ahead and pick up the 10. So that just leaves our 4 uncovered down there. We're going to try to use one of these numbers to cover that 4. All right, so dice are out. 4, there's a 4. We found the hole. There is nothing there, so we're going to keep continuing shooting. Let's go shooter. 9 would work. There we go, 5, 4, 9. Point hit. All right, that is going to cover our pass line bet down there. What we're going to do is go ahead and stack that up because we were playing with, or we're at the house advantage there with the 7 and 11 on the come out roll. So let's go ahead and stack up that extra nickel. Dice out, and we're back on the 9. All right, so our point is 9. We don't have to change anything down here. We're going to try to fill that 4 with winning from one of these numbers here. Dice out. 8. We got an easy 8. 5, 3, 8. 6 is going to pay 7. Dealer, please place my 4. So we're going to put $5 on the 4. Move that rack over just a little bit. Hopefully it's still in camera. And we'll take these $2 and put that in our rack. We may need them later, who knows. All right, dice are out. 7, all right, there's Big Red. So we are taking these down. So on our first shooter, we made a $2 winning. Might be able to get a cup of coffee depending on where you're at. I'm not gonna be able to get one at the Seattle chain, but maybe elsewhere. All right, so we've got our next $22 here for our next shooter, shooter number 2. Let's place that on the pass line. We got 5 on the pass line. Coming out, dice out. 2 craps. All right, that's going to hurt us a little bit, so we're going to lose that down there on the pass line. We'll go ahead and replace it. Now, I did have this extra $12 over here, so in order to not dip into that next line there, or that next shooter bank, we'll go ahead and replace it with that one. So we got $5 on the pass line. We're coming out. And thank you, Mr. Craps Gods. So we're taking our pass line bet down once again. So let's replace that. We got a 2 crap, spot and a dot. You lose on the 2, 3, and 12 down here. You win on the 7 and 11. Any other number is a point. Place the point. Dice out. 8. We got the easy 8, the 5, 3, 8. All right, so normally we would place $6 each on our 5 and 8. Our 8 is covered with our pass line down there, so we'll go to one of the next probable numbers, which is going to be 5 or 9. So we only need $11. So let's go ahead and drop $11 and have the dealer places our 6, and let's take the 9. What am I doing here? All right, there we go. So we got a little bit of money left over there. All right, so dice are out. We're looking for that 8, or the 6 or 9 would help as well. Actually, I was supposed to have a field bet. That's what we were supposed to do. So pardon me for missing that, but we have a hard 4. So yeah, that'll hit our field bet. If you'll go back and watch the first shooter, I did have a field bet, so I'm sorry, I forgot to put that out there. So that is now going to be able to cover a couple more numbers. So let's get the next probable numbers. Dealer, please place my 5. And let's see, we got the 4 and the 10. Last time we took the 10, let's take the 4 this time. All right, so we are set up across there. The only hole we're missing is 10. We're going to try to fill that with one of these. Dice are out. 9, center field 9. We got the 6, 3, 9. 5 is going to pay $7. And we're going to ask the dealer to please place our 10. All right, our 10 is placed. We'll put the other $2 in the rack down there. And we are now covered across. And we're looking for an 8. Any number will help, but an 8 is our point. And there you go. How about that? Just as soon as we get set up, we get knocked down again. But I get up again. All right, and then how the song goes, I get knocked down. I don't want a copyright violation. All right, we're going to take that. We'll take this extra $1, just move that down there. We still got our, we still got our next shooter set up, so we got enough for 2 more shooters. Let's put our $5 down on the pass line. Coming out, nice out. 5, we got the 2, 3, 5. Our point is going to be 5. I'm going to take $12, drop it down on the column. Dealer, please place my 6 and 8. We will do that, and we'll take that extra $5 and put that there in the field. If you're standing at the table and you're making these field bets like that, or even a come bet, if you're standing right here, you see that line, imaginary line, and you're placing a field bet or a come bet, you might want to kind of keep that even with you, just so they know. They may ask you, like especially if you have another come, they may say, okay, what do you want to do with this? They're thinking that you're going to place one of these up here, and you're like, no, I'm playing the come, so just leave it there. But we'll play that on another strategy. So let's just keep it lined up for now. All right, dice are out. Looking for a 5. And we got a 7. Man, that seems to be a theme. All right, so we're going to take these down. We got enough left for one more shooter. See if we can't get something salvaged out of this. The point is going to be off. Let's get us some new dice. We didn't do that last time. All right, let's take those box cards there, and we're coming out. Looking for a point. Dice are out. Go. And I should have had $5 on the pass line. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got 10. 10 is a point. Pause there. And we're going to take $12. Actually, we'll put 5 in the come. And we'll take $12, put on the 6 and 8. Again, you should drop that there in the come, and the dealer will place it for you. So we're down to our last shooter. Hopefully it's a hot shooter. Let's go, shooter. 8, hard 8. All right, so that 5, we're gonna no winner in the field, so we're gonna lose that. That 8 is going to pay 7. So we're not gonna replace anything in the field. Let's go ahead and pick up one of the next probable numbers. That'd be the 5. We'll take $2 over here, put that in our bank. And since we are on our last shooter, let's go ahead and take $5 from our bank, or from our rack. We'll get another $5 chip and place that next probable number. All right, so that leaves us with what? $4 in our rack. So we need a good long roll here. Come on, shooter. 5. We got the 2, 3, 5. All right. 5 is going to pay 7. And let's go and rack that. We'll go ahead and rack that. We'll spread out here and press on the next one. Dice are out. 8. Boxcars, hard 8. 8 is going to pay 7. Let's go ahead and bump up one of our most probable numbers, which is a 6 or 8. 8 just hit, so let's go ahead and bump that up 1 unit. We now have $12 on the 8. We'll rack $1. Looking for that 10 or any one of these inside numbers. 6. We got the easy 6. All right, that's going to pay $7. Oops. We are going to go ahead and rack that again, since we were hit pretty hard with all those 0.7 outs and early 7s. Get a little, salvage a little money out of this. Dice are out, and we got the 1, 3, 4. We're not covered right there. We got a hole there. We'll probably pick that up on the next one. Dice out. And 7 out, so no, we won't. All right, so that was a quick session, but hopefully you kind of see how that went. There are some other aspects of it once we get a little bit of money built up, but we didn't get to that part. So let's see, what do we have left over here? We got $12. Well, yeah, we got enough to play the 6 and 8, so let's try that. Let me see if we got enough to play the pass line. Yep, we even got enough to play the pass line. All right, so let's do one more shooter. There's $5. We're going to change that in for a nickel. All right, we'll put that on the pass line. And even though it isn't part of this strategy, we'll at least play the 6 and 8 with the money we got left over, right? We're going to be degenerate. We're going to be degenerate all the way. 100. Keep it 100. Coming out. Nice out. 8. We got a 5, 3, 8. 8 is going to be our point. All right, we've got $12 over here, actually $14, but let's leave that 8 open. We'll place the 6 and the 9. We got to cap that 6 off. All right, so we got a little bit of money working for us out there. We need the 6, 8, or 9 coming out. Nice out. 5. All right, so we hit the hole. Doesn't help us, doesn't hurt us. Nice, we're out. 2 craps. Again, whoops, spot in a dot. It was there somewhere. There we go. Spot in a dot. Doesn't help us. Dice out. 4. We found the hole once again. Nothing there for us. Nobody home. Dice out. Yo, 11. The yo doesn't help us either. Dice out. Come on, shooter. 5. Finding the holes everywhere on the board. Alright, come on, shooter. Hit that 10. You haven't found that hole yet. Nice out. And he got back at me by throwing out that big red. Alright. So that is going to wrap up this session now. We did try to salvage it with a little bit of money that we had left over. Got $3. Give that to the dealer on your way out. They may kind of smirk at you, but at least you gained a little bit of something. So that was a $100 challenge, I guess you could say. It was, I believe his name is John. It learned to play craps, but he's also been on Jeremy's channel, Color Up, where he let John be the dealer, and they did a second video where they switched out and Jeremy was the dealer. Again, I'll try to link those down below, and that way you can kind of get an idea, because they were able to actually extend it out a little bit longer. Jeremy also had a session with that same strategy, I believe, at Casino Quest. That was a few years back after Casino Quest had first opened. So it's probably on their channel as well. So that was uncool since we lost money, but it does show you that yes, every strategy is not a winning strategy. None of the strategies are a winning strategy. It's how you manage your money and how you play the game, and also the luck of the dice, which in that case was not very good. So let's erase that 7 off of there. We don't want to see that. All right, so this has been Keith with Craps TX. Please hit that like on your way out, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when we put out another video. If you have any comments or suggestions for strategies you'd like to see, please put those down below, or email us at crapstx, no spaces, no dots, no nothing, crapstx@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for all of our new subs. Thank you for our old subs. Thank you for those of you that are considering subscribing. And please do hit that subscribe button. Do it. We'll see you on the next one.